Our first stop of the Election Express is in Gannavaram to witness something I've never seen before. A political rally where crowds have come together doing motorbike stunts, holding flags, going absolutely crazy, all for Pawan Kalyan garu, for the power star. Sir, you've done the impossible here in Andhra Pradesh. There's a fine line between politics and film. It's all come together here at your rallies, sir.
No, it's because when I was in films, I never came out. I never gave hardly used to give interviews, hardly used to perform and do functions along. Apart from if people wanted to see me, they used to see me on screen. But first time, I think I got into politics only from 2009 onwards. I started being in public, and I'm deep down. I do what I say. I think it is more than cinema. They connected with my thought process or the way I approach life.
You know, I visited Pitapuram yesterday. A lot of the people I spoke to said, you know, what we love about Pawan Kalyan garu is that he's invested so much personally in this, that you've used all of your own resources to fund your political journey. Has that been hard, but does that also mean you have so much more at stake in this election?
I don't believe in stakes because I believe, I'm a great admirer of Loknayak Jayaprakash Narayan Guru, especially you're from Kerala, you're Narayan Guru and Nani Palki, apart from all our great national leaders. And I feel, you know, we were given democracy at a great sacrifice. We don't know the value of democracy. We don't work towards it as an individual. For me, I'm motivated more to strengthen democracy. Democracy cannot be taken granted. You should do your bit part. That's how I think I got myself into political process at an early age, maybe 17, 18. I started getting into that. That's why I was more of a social responsibility. I think slowly, that's what was reflecting in films. And I think that graduated me to politics.
But does it give you sleepless nights, sir, to think that, you know, I've put in so much and in a few days now, people will be voting and deciding my fate?
Well, no. I can say I would be tired.
It's not like a film release?
No. Even for film release, I don't know. Maybe I think I'm not a regular political personality. I think for me, I do I don't expect anything. When I do it with my complete heart into it. I put my heart and soul into it. I don't expect anything. If good happens, yes, I'll be energized. I'll be strengthened more. I'll be empowered. I think this time I'll have that little, josh in what I'm doing. I think it would give a good result. That's what I'm thinking.
You're contesting in the assembly elections, but somewhere down the line, do you also have national ambitions, Pawan Kalyan garu?
For what? National ambition in what sense?
Prime Minister, Member of Parliament.
No. That is too much to think. For me, it's not about posts. You have to understand. It's not about. Definitely, I want to serve nation without a doubt.
So first step is Andhra?
No, not in terms of, for me, even right now I serve. It is not something, maybe it is not known to the entire nation, but I do serve. I do serve nation in whatever way, maybe communicating a thought, communicating about national integrity, communicating about certain policies, and I do communicate. So politically, if that makes me, I think, a substantial amount of spoken Hindi is needed, definitely. It's not just English. I think spoken Hindi, the grip or command over Hindi language is very essential.
How's your Hindi, sir?
I can read and write well. I can recite poetry. I can not recite, but I do. I'm a fan of Ramdhari Singh Dinikar, Rashtrakavi Ramdhari Singh Dinikar. I do read, but the only thing is I'm not used to, I'm confined only to, my group is more of either we speak in English or in Telugu. Maybe because I grew up in Chennai, I know Tamil. But Hindi I can read and write well, and I do understand well. But spoken Hindi, maybe a little practice is needed.
Okay. The Prime Minister is here. There's going to be a road show with you, with Mr. Naidu, everyone coming together. There was a video that went viral of you, sir, just a few days ago, where you were touching the Prime Minister's feet and he immediately stopped you. It's gone viral because he's immediately like, no, don't touch my feet. But do you look up to the Prime Minister in that sense as someone who's your guru of sorts?
Yeah, for me, he's like a guru and brother rolled into one.
An elder brother?
An elder brother. And I have extreme respect for him, so you have to understand my my connection, my relationship with him much before he became a PM. And I really, because I feel country needs very gutsy leaders. So when Mumbai attacks happened, we were thinking 72 hours. We were in a state of we are in a state of fear. The entire nation is gripped with fear. I was thinking, how come if there is a leader, a charismatic leader, who would come out and open, would empower people and say something, how that would be. So for the thought process, always that thought used to match up with the Modi, always, though he was a chief minister of Gujarat. So when he finally was thinking about, when there his name started coming out, so by then I launched my party. So I went and it's purely out of my respect and liking towards him. The moment I touch his feet, it is a very true feeling. It's not something. It comes from the bottom of my heart. That's all.
Amazing. So, when you've been in this alliance with the BJP, there's also a lot of talk in Andhra Pradesh survey. Look at the current surveys. They're saying that, look, the NDA is strong in urban pockets, but then Jagan Garu, because of, welfare schemes, is doing well in rural pockets. So do you think that's essentially the discussion now, that it's a urban development versus welfare schemes kind of
because
debate?
The way in all the national channels, how they project itself is different. The grassroots reality is entirely different here. So imagine he is doing welfare, but imagine giving a 10,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees is not enough for one particular family. Imagine he said, okay, for the kids' education, I'm going to, no matter how many kids you have, I'm going to provide, imagine an X amount of money, 15,000, 10,000 rupees, one particular figure. Imagine, for example, 10,000. Before he came into power, he said, okay, well, he was canvassing in 2019. He said, okay, no matter how many kids you have, I'm going to give this. After he came, he said, I'm going to give it to only one kid. So all his welfare programs are either slashed, he has cut down the number of people whom it should be the benefactors. And second major thing is, most of the national schemes are being projected as his schemes. He'll change the simple name. So at least knowingly around 11 to 12 programs, whatever he does are national schemes by Pradhan Mantri Modiji's flagship program. Then he will put a Telugu name to it. Remix it and put it in Telugu. He'll put his name, Y.S. Jagan Gormudda Pathakam. It is like for women and kids, the Poshana scheme is there. He'll translate that into Telugu and he'll give that.
So you feel that there's no populist measure that's going to cut it?
No matter how many populist measures you do, but eventually populist, I can't even say, even let us assume, let us give it a good, whatever is right. Welfare schemes are needed, but provided if they are in tandem with the development. When they are not in tandem with the development, mere welfare, where are you going to create wealth if you don't do any development? From where are you going to get the money? So development and welfare should go hand in hand. They should be in tandem.
In Pitapuram, when I was there, I also met with Vanka Geeta from the YSRCP, and she said that I'm the political star. He may be a superstar, but I'm a political star, and I'm a local from here, so that's my advantage. What's your response to that? Are you confident this time of winning Pitapuram?
I find it very amateurish when they say local and all. And I find it very amateurish. It's all about the connect towards the people. It is not where you're from. You mean to say if someone wants to become a chief minister, he has to belong to one particular place, or if you want to become something, it's all about the connect. Yesterday, someone was questioning me. I said, what do you think of BJP doesn't have a connection with grassroots, southern part of India? I said, it has got nothing to do. Marxism and communism, they were imported from Europe.
But it is true, so the BJP doesn't seem to have a presence in this.
That's a different story. It is about the connect of the people, the local leaders, how well you take it forward. It's not about thing. See, even if I go into Pitapuram, the kind of connect I have towards the people makes a difference. It's not whether you can't be born everywhere. It's impossible. It is a way of amateurish way of handling political affairs.
My final question to you, sir, is in Telugu, for our Telugu audience. Telugu prajalu meeku vote chesinarante, meer vision yemi, meer vagdanam yemi, Andhra. So
first is political accountability. The Rajakiya Jawabdaritanam. మేము ఈ పని చేస్తున్నాం, ఈ పని ఎందుకు చేయగలుగుతున్నాం, ఒకవేళ ఏదైనా సరే ప్రజలకు వివరణ ఇవ్వాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. అండ్ నిరంతరమైన వారితోటి ఎప్పుడు నిరంతర అంతరాయం లేని కమ్యూనికేషన్ మీరు అడుగుతారు ఇంగ్లీష్లో పేరు తెలుగు మాట్లాడచ్చు. నెవర్ ఎండింగ్ డైలాగ్ కమ్యూనికేషన్ ఏమంటాం మనం ఆ మాట కరెక్ట్ పడట్లేదు. అంటే నిరంతరం సంభాషణతో ఉండాలి జనంతో, సంభాషణతో. అండ్ థింగ్ వాళ్ళకి ఎంప్లాయ్మెంట్ నేను బేసిక్గా ఏంటంటే విద్య, వైద్యం 6 points అవ్వకండి. విద్య, వైద్యం, ఉపాధి, సాగునీరు, తాగునీరు అండ్ లా అండ్ ఆర్డర్. These are the 6 parameters which I would like to work on.
Thank you very much, Pawan Kalyan garu. Thank you very much, and all the very best to you, sir.
Thank you very much.
We'll know by Monday, by June 4th, hopefully we'll be able to have a conversation with you then.
We should.
Thank you very much.